Welcome to the third time I filmed this video. Play the intro. Just Also, if you're wondering why I grew out my mustache, it's because I'm hoping that this is enough to fool YouTube's algorithm into thinking that I'm not a child, so they won't disable my comments. Let's just jump into it. A major triad is made up of the tonic note, the third note from the tonic, and the fifth note. If C was the tonic note, then the third note from that is E. 2, 3, 4, 5, G. In order to make this triad major, all you have to do is add accidentals accordingly. But if you don't know the circle of fifths, there's an easier way. From the tonic note, the second note, in this case, should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half steps up. The third note should be 8 half steps from the tonic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All you have to do is memorize the intervals from the tonic to the second and the third notes. Now, what makes a minor triad? To make a minor triad, all you have to do is lower the third note down 1 half step. So this is a major triad. This is a minor triad. You just lower E down 1 half step. You see how that sounds a bit more gloomy and depressing and not as happy as... Now, why do these intervals produce a major or minor sounding triad? Oh, you thought I was doing like a rhetorical question where I answer afterwards? I don't know either. In order to understand that, we'd have to look into the science of how different sounds appeal to humans. For now, let's just accept the fact that people hundreds of years ago figured the intervals out for major and minor sounding triads through trial and error. Now that we've explained the very basics of what makes a major and minor chord, let's move on to inversions. Now, what are inversions? Okay, let me just show you. Now, this is a normal C major chord. Now, what if you were to move this C up 1 octave? Still sounds like a C major chord, doesn't it? It sort of contains the same essence as the original C major chord. Now, this is called an inversion. To be exact, this is the first inversion, because all you did is move the first note up 1 octave. Now, a second inversion is where you move the first and the second note up 1 octave. Still sounds like a C major chord, doesn't it? So each inversion has its own symbol to represent the inversion, called a figured bass. Now that sounds pretty intimidating, but it's actually quite easy to understand. The figured bass of an uninverted chord would be just 5-3. The second note is 3 notes up from the tonic. The third note is 5 notes up from the tonic, so the figured bass is just 5-3. First inversion, first note is E now. G is 3 notes up from E. C is 6 notes up from E, so the figured bass is 6-3. In a second inversion, C is 4 notes up from G. E is 6 notes up from G, so the figured bass for the second inversion is 6-4. The next topic sounds pretty simple. We're going to be talking about broken chords. Basically, instead of playing all notes at once, like how you normally play a triad, you play them separately. Now, this sounds pretty easy, but it's not as easy to spot in music. I'm gonna show you an example of broken chords in music using the Mario theme. Wait, the Mario theme? Could that mean it's... Let's see if you can spot a C major broken chord. Did you catch it? Well, neither did I the first time around. But listen to measure 3 closely. Sound a bit familiar? If you look carefully enough, you can find broken chords scattered throughout every song. I guess Thanks for watching my extremely garbage explanation of a pretty easy to understand topic that you could have probably done without me. English? Here to do the outro is an intensely close-up shot of my knee, because literally anyone could have done the outro better than how I just did. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bells, because that's what YouTubers say. I'm going to be starting a podcast, because by definition I'm a YouTuber, and that's what YouTubers do. Also, subscribe to my Patreon, which I don't have and will never be making. Thanks for watching the video, and goodbye.